didn't accidentally see that loading screen, so thank God for streaming and recording everything. Again, gonna be a longer playthrough. There's gonna be a lot of these. Because I suck at what should be really simple, apparently. I'm bad at games. It's just such a hassle until you get the rewind time. Sand power. Or I should say sand power in general. And up.
Where is kind Asha, who would stand before her stall selling fruits and flowers? Or the errant children, making trouble as all young ones do? Gone. All gone.
I honestly don't even know why they give you the option to jump crooked or at an angle orthogonally, because you never do that through the course of the game. Yes. Get nice and perpendicular. There we go. Yeah, always right near a fountain. Just a little salt in your eye right there.
Good. This is a fine
Home.
place to start the tale next
And
time.
yet nothing is as I remember. Objects once familiar and comforting now fill me with uncertainty and dread. What has happened here?
You gonna come over here? Nope. You just don't miss. I hate the combat in this game so much. There we go. What's the level point? Oh. Yeah. Some things just stick with you forever, you know? We're dead. We are dead. I don't need to do this anymore. I got it. Oh, right. feel like I've been here before with this exact same problem. Last time I was here. I always overthink something. That's why I came down. Yep, something about this room is just not obvious to me. Well, over here, maybe. Maybe? No. What the hell was it? How can I be stuck in the same place twice and never remember what I did to get out of it? There we go. Germany is one of the few countries in Europe I've never been to.
I should be resting now, recovering from my time away, or sitting with Father. Instead, I'm forced to run and hide, sneaking about like a common thief, hunted in my own city.
Fountain by fountain, we will make it through this game.
Shall I continue?
I just want the sand powers. Then at least you have an oh shit button.
My story from here if you are called away.
And compared to the traps at the end of the game, these are totally moving in slow motion. Yep. That's the Demon Souls version of no shit button. Two-handed heavy
Pay attention
club.
to what the prince overheard as he drew close to where I was being kept.
Many years ago, I journeyed with the Maharaja of India to the island of Time, intending to claim its secrets. What we discovered was a barren sea. Its halls deserted, and its guardians gone to sand. Strange tales built its walls, which spoke of an empress of time. But of this enigmatic creature, there was no trace. We returned to India with treasure, less a staff, a dagger, an empty hourglass covered in jewels, and books. Such secrets they contained. For even then I was an older man, and knew that my time would soon be at an end. The books showed me that life eternal was not beyond my reach. I required the essence of the Empress herself, the power of the sand. But you were gone. They were gone. Or so I thought. I turned my attention toward other pursuits and left that dream behind.
Nice.
4 weeks ago, the dagger stirred and showed me things. Whispered to me in my sleep. It drew me here, towards Babylon.
I have an axe, but I feel it's far more utilitarian than a weapon.
Would not grant me leave. So I
No.
claimed
me.
as king.
Recklessly, the prince drew his weapon and charged forward, intending to rescue me. It was as if he had learned nothing from his past adventures. Or perhaps he'd simply forgotten.
I probably should take the time
made
to
blind and
sit at the
deaf
grinding
by
wheel and actually
fear
make my axe
and
really
rage.
sharp, just to save me effort splitting wood. Then, should anything bad happen, I have a good weapon as well.
This is how it happened. This is how I died.
No!
What have we here?
I mean, mine's basically a splitting wedge.
The Vizier!
Ah, you must be the Prince of Persia. Come home at last. Too late, I'm afraid. I believe I have something of yours.
No! Kylena!
So that fat guy turns into the giant Blueface.
A promise of power fulfilled! I will be immortal!
Father, forgive what I have done. Wherever you
When
are.
does he lose his shirt?
the time.
The new expansion pack? I haven't really looked into it actually. I didn't even know it was coming out till last week.
Continue from here. I will continue my story from here next time.
I know I haven't looked, but I was hoping that they would add some big levels into XCOM. Terror from the Deep. Well, terror levels of that sort. Those are always my favorite and least favorite parts of Terror from the Deep. I love the challenge, although they become tedious after a while because you're getting 2 or 3 of those every month. Oops. I wanted to do a Terror from the Deep stream. I still do, but I can't. It's so buggy for me. I can't get it to run smoothly at all. Or not crash. I feel like I almost have to build another computer. Build a 486. An old Windows XP machine. And not even XP. 95. What was the last one? I think 98 was the last one where it was actually Windows was a program as opposed to an OS, if that makes sense. Yeah, Win 98.
Shall I continue?
God, speaking of load times, I was talking with one of my friends yesterday, and he had just gotten an SSD for his boot, and he's like, 7 seconds. This is amazing. I'm like, yeah, I remember when we got Windows 98.
Good.
Windows 98
This is a
SE.
fine place to start the tale.
And it was so fantastic because you could boot your computer in under 3 minutes. I think Windows 98 was the worst. Windows 95 was pretty bad. And then Windows ME. Windows ME was the worst. It had no redeeming qualities. Forgot to
But
look.
this tale is
Alright.
far. Let's see.
Looks like we got about 600
Where
credits for
was
doing the mental realm last time.
Once more the wheels of suffering are set in motion by my hand. In taking Kylina from the island of
You know what? I know people hate
I've
Windows
changed
8.
the course of history.
I
Without
like
the sands
Windows
of
8 for
time,
2 reasons.
I never journeyed to Azov.
One, it's about 10%
Never
faster
killed the
all
Vizier.
around than
Now
Windows
he lives
7.
again, driven by the same mad desire. I promise no
And 2,
harm
I
will
don't
come to
use the Metro screen or any of those apps. So I sort of don't see what the big deal is. It's a different start menu. That's
Is
all.
this where I should resume?
And both of these computers here are Windows 98. But that 10% overall speed
I will continue
is significant
my
for
story
me.
from
Oh,
here.
no, it really is. I mean, I'm running both of them. Both computers here are Windows 8.
palace, and further from my enemy.
And when it came
Please
out,
let me
I
know
could
when
get,
you're ready to hear
they
me.
were like $50 a piece. So
Very good.
I'll take that.
Continue.
My arm!
The pre-order
What's
bonus, so I bought 2.
happening? What has the Vizier done to me? I don't... Ah!
Everything had come full circle. The prince had resurrected his greatest enemy. Worse, he had accidentally delivered me into the man's hands, unleashing a nightmare plague across Babylon.
And I understand.
As if this was
I will
not
say I
enough,
also have a Windows
the prince
phone.
had nearly been transformed
the,
by the sands himself.
I like the ability to keep
Though he
everything
had
fully
avoided
synced
death,
up
he had
for
not
business
escaped
purposes more than
entirely
anything else, and having
unpunished.
Microsoft Office on
Wake
my
up,
phone
Prince. Wake
makes
up.
life so much easier.
Wake up.
Because fuck Blackberries. I don't need a phone with buttons. Let me put it this way, I wanted a Nokia phone,
The way behind you is
so
gone.
I bought myself a
Find
Windows
another
phone for it,
exit
and
path.
I didn't think I was going to like it.
Should I
You know, I was
continue?
fully expecting to return it after the 2 weeks for a full refund, but I gotta say, honestly speaking, in having a wife has an iPhone, I had an Android phone, I have an Android tablet, she has a BlackBerry. The Windows Phone is the fastest phone I've ever used in my life in terms of processing and websites and all that.
Be careful. The planks
Normal
are slippery.
phone use stuff
Mind your balance.
blew my mind. And as a part-time programmer who will refuse to make applications for Internet Explorer, it also hurts me to say that Internet Explorer, the mobile Internet Explorer, is the best mobile browser on the market. It is crazy how they can make their mobile browser be the best HTML5 browser there is, and not be able to do anything like that for their desktop.
Good, good. Head
I
down.
just don't get it.
They do not seem to like the light. Excellent work.
God, I hate Internet Explorer. I really do. I hate it because every company in the world uses it, and they're still using Internet Explorer 8. And they refuse to upgrade, and it doesn't do anything well, or even adequately. And it makes my life a living hell. But the phone one is... I really cannot believe that the phone one is that good. It is the weirdest thing for me to say. Oh yeah, Firefox is... I can't imagine... I like using Chrome for certain things. Any sort of video streaming. But I use Firefox for everything else. And as a development browser, it is... Nothing is better. Where am I supposed to go? Oh, there it is. My only gripe with Firefox is that it still, after all these years, has a memory leak. So if you leave it on too long, it'll eat up all your RAM. But that's it. It's the most stable, it's the fastest, best for development, best plugins. even know what version we are on now. I remember, was it last summer? Where they were coming out with Firefox versions like once a week. We went from version 7 to 14 in a month.
Call it what you will. You've been given the ability to destroy your enemies. Now use it.
Right now, I cannot wait until we simply move beyond Flash.
Kill them then, and let their lives replenish yours.
Cannot wait till I live in a world where I don't have to keep
Lead them
a Flash
into
video
the
player
light.
installed.
Strike while they are blind.
I know Twitch has, what was it? There's a way to do Twitch in HTML5, but I think it only works on mobile browsers.
I assume this is not permanent?
It is, if you want it to be.
I do not.
But you will.
Move. I wish I could throw enemies with this guy.
Why then is this happening to me?
You have
Isn't,
been infected by the sands
Own
of time,
3D bigger in
as
Europe?
I am sure you have noticed. Maybe it's the dagger. Maybe it's all the time you spent amongst the sands.
I know that's where all the Eve streams are.
Amongst the Empress. Either way, you are resisting it. Mostly.
Mostly?
You did just transform into something rather unique, so I think the word is quite appropriate. Think of it this way. You have been given a gift. You're stronger, faster.
Uglier.
Now.
Oh, the other streaming site.
Only when you want to hear
I think
more.
it's this. I thought this was much bigger in Europe than Twitch is. That one.